So Quran has been revealed as a guidance. We all know it. Quran is the pillar of Islamic faith, but also Quran is a guide. It's a guide that helps people to create their character, polish their hearts, innocent spiritual hearts, as well as a reminder of their roots, meaning where are they coming from as Muslims. Taking Quran can take them back to the stories of the prophets, prophet after prophet, from Adam alayhi salam to the prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And through that journey, especially the Medinian period, they are able to tap into tarbiyah, tap into tazkiyah, sit down with themselves, and through tadabbur, which is contemplation on Quran, do some tafakkur, which is contemplation on themselves. Okay, but Quran is more than that. The science out there already proven that Quran has a healing properties. So we're talking about ghaib, we're talking about invisible, we're talking about words or the intonation or the vibration of words that can actually affect your physical health. And the studies that I'm referring to, they're actually talking about cardiovascular diseases being reversed or improved just because people were listening to Quran, both Muslims and non-Muslims, both people who understood and both people who did not get the understanding of the meaning of the Quran. So the stress reduction and improved immunity are one of the effects of listening to Quran, but also serious diseases like cardiovascular. And this comes with no surprise because the heart, the physical heart, is also the seed of spiritual heart. And if anything, Quran given to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was for what happened for a reason, one reason only, and that is the revolution of your God. Okay. Now, other scholars who sort of dealing with how is it being done from the Islamic psychology perspective, they're pointing out to the fact that because the qalb is very flexible, it's in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through tadabbur, through listening to Quran, through engaging in relationship with Quran, it can reorient your spiritual being into fitra, which is natural inclination to be close to Allah, to believe in Allah, to believe in God. And that's why it is so powerful. So it doesn't matter how educated you are. It doesn't matter if you even understanding Arabic or whether you can pronounce it well or not. The fact of the matter, yes, and we know it, that it's going to have exactly the same effect no matter where you're coming from. It's going to have exactly the same effect on you, whether you're beginning or you are in the middle of this journey, this alliance, you and Quran, but also whether you are quite advanced. All right, so that is one of the miracles of Quranic therapy. Now, I also know which are your favorite surahs from Quran. I know that because I'm your therapist, so I know that you absolutely love the quotation from Surah Baqarah, verse 213, but perhaps you hate a thing and it's good for you, and perhaps you love a thing and it's bad for you. Okay, I know you like it. I know it can change your life. I also know that you like a quotation from Surah 94, verse 5, verily with hardship there is ease. Not after, with hardship there is ease. I also know that you like looking into Surah Imran, verse 54, Allah is the best of planners. Okay, or 35 verse 18, no burden, he placed no burden on you that you cannot bear. Yeah. Or verse, again, Surah Imran, verse 174, Allah alone is sufficient for you and he is the best of disposers of affairs. Yeah. How do I know it? Because I use it on therapy with my clients, and I know it turns their heart around, and it creates a shift of their perception. They suddenly start seeing the situation, feeling the situation for the reality, and the reality of my clients is that they being prepared for a better version of them. But what needs to happen first? They need to go through tests. And I'm sure it's so applicable to you as well. So how is it that we as Muslims are encouraged to respect Quran? It's even in Quran. Yeah. So Quran says to us in Surah 17, verse 82, we have sent down this Quran, which is a healing, which is a shifa and the mercy, rahmah, for the believers, and for the wrongdoers, it increases nothing except loss. So if you don't know how to feel the Quran, not read, not even understand what you're reading, feel the Quran, it will have no effect on your spiritual growth. However, as I mentioned before, it can have effect on your physiological problems or somatic issues. And I'm going to finish with one of the stories of my friend. She's a revert, and I'm sure you're going to love this story. How she came to Islam was because it was through her disease. Nobody could help her in hospital. She had severe digestive issues. She was bedridden for weeks and ends. And her fiance came to her with no medical background, no medical knowledge, but he had Quran in his heart, and he started reciting Surah Fatiha over and over and over again. And within a few hours, she got up from bed. And until today, she remembers that shouldn't it be for Quran, she wouldn't be Muslim today. Okay, so I can't mention her name, but she knows who she is. And I hope that this inspires you, if nothing, just to go there, reach the Quran, inshallah, and start this relationship over and over again. I will see you in next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, ajstherapy.com, and I will see you shortly.